Exclamation everyone. Welcome back to Cube World. And boy have I done a lot off camera. As you can see, I've been exploring quite a lot here. I've actually leveled up off camera and sort of come up with a plan of attack here. As you can see, I've gone off in this one, followed the road off in this one direction here. I did not engage any enemies along the way. I merely wanted to come up with some objectives going forward here. My overarching plan is to eventually get into a new biome. Uh, I don't want to do it until I've leveled up a little bit more. From what I understand, when the biome is generated, it's generated at whatever level you're currently at. So I'm trying to gain a few levels before I actually go any further and explore more. Although I do have the explorer's bug here. I keep looking around at everything that I want to see and see all these new places and places to go and things to do. Looks like we have some humans here along the path. I might as well pick a fight with them. So, some differences now in the game. The previous 6 episodes were basically one session, maybe 2 sessions that I had with the computer here, with the game. About, I'd say I've been playing for about 8 to 10 hours now. I had about 5 or 6 hours of footage, which I condensed down into what you saw. And so far, so good. I'm really enjoying what I've been doing here. What has happened recently is there's been an update, and the whole bug that I was exploiting the hell out of with the crossbow, being able to fire rapidly in the special mode, that has been fixed, which had me a bit sad, given how I was exploiting it, and I wasn't quite sure whether there's enough balance in the game yet to have done something like that. But as I've been going around here getting used to it, it's working out all right so far. Excuse me. So on that note, I'm heading off to this Kurtor Palace, I believe it is. My goal here is to, now that I've seen this path, I want to sort of loot, maybe not conquer, but at least loot everything along the path that I saw. And there were quite a few areas, starting off with this one palace that's blue. A couple red areas too. Along the way, my sub goals are to get a horse at some point, because you can't be an elf ranger and not have a horse. That's not acceptable. However, from what I've read, I need a candied apple in order to tame a horse, and that is not something you can purchase at any of the cities. You have to actually get it as a drop. So that was also some of my motivation for leveling up off camera, in the hopes that maybe I could get one of those drops and rejoin you on horseback. Unfortunately, it's not quite so easy. I've just noticing now, I was level 3 when we last talked. I'm now level 9. I've been concentrating mostly on the primary path. Obviously, I want to get enough skill points in pets because I want to be able to ride. And then once I've gotten that, I'll concentrate on the boating aspect. Because eventually I do want to have both the hang gliding and the boating. What else is going on here? So, you're probably wondering, Memory, you left us on a bit of a cliffhanger there where you were fighting that dwarf boss. What happened? And long story short, I ran out of disk space. So, and I did not notice that that Fraps had stopped recording until about 20 minutes or so later. I would say, based on what I did record. Long story short, I got owned completely. I was sniping at the boss for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then I got really tired of it and decided to go down and face him mano a mano, and he two-shot at me. So the rest of the footage that you missed was just me returning to the city rather dejectedly. And that's when I decided that, given how much difficulty I've had so far in trying to level, or facing these bosses, I should say, that I really need better equipment. I really need to level some more. And that's why I went off camera and just started exploring a little bit, trying to just fight low-level monsters, just level myself up, so on and so forth. And even now, I don't think that I am high enough level yet to even really take on any bosses. I'm going to try, obviously. But I have a feeling that this area is, and this might be something that comes down to gameplay balance, which is something that they'll have to address, the developers will have to address come the beta. I think there's a lot of areas of balance that really need to be taken care of. But that's not usually, being a developer myself, that's not usually something you take care of in alpha. Alpha is usually, getting features into the game and making sure they work and just concentrating on features. And then beta is usually when you're doing any last minute bug fixes and also a bunch of tweaking to the gameplay mechanics to sort of balance it out a little bit more. And I think that's definitely, I would say, in my opinion, so far, based on what I've been playing here, I would say the Ranger class needs quite some more tweaking to it. It is very, I think at this point in time, very difficult to solo this. It feels more like a class that is intended for multiplayer. Simply because I'm not getting any equipment that I want. The enemies right now, the enemy AI is very rudimentary for the non-bosses, that is. It's very rudimentary, where as soon as I fire on an enemy, they just run at me full speed, and I don't have a mechanism by which I can get away from them quite easily or draw them away, because really I'm a long-range class. I'm not a short-range class, and to have enemies running at you full speed negates any kind of possibility of you coming out without too many hits or too many bruises. And take on some of my kinsmen here. That said, I still obviously am making progress, slowly but surely. It's just it's a little bit more grindy and tedious, at the tedious level of grinding, than I would really prefer. But again, it's still early. So upon looking at the wiki and trying to find out what I needed for a horse and whatnot, I decided that there's really two pets that I really want. That is obviously a horse and a wolf. Unfortunately, it looks like at the current stage you can't tame a wolf, but it might be something that is destined for later. So really can't wait for that. Really want that. In the meantime, I might have to, based on how badly I've been performing, I might have to bite the bullet and actually get a regular, get some other kind of pet. I don't know what a regular pet would be. Just get some other pet to help out, to sort of take some of the aggro of these guys and maybe possibly have them focus on the pet while I snipe from a long range. It looks like we're coming up on the palace now, which is good. Ordinarily I would cut all this out, but since I had a lot to talk about, I figured might as well have a little chat here. Also, as part of this latest version here, they've put a frame rate limiter on it of 111 FPS. Apparently it was melting a few, +2 humans here. Apparently it was melting a few people's graphics cards. I was not experiencing any particular problems, but now that I'm recording, I've noticed that I'm getting a lot of performance issues right now as far as jitteriness and not really getting the good frame rate I had. I'm still getting 60, which is what I was getting before. And when I'm not recording, I'm getting the maximum of 111. But there is some kind of jitteriness going on, some kind of well, I'm just getting completely completely owned by these guys here. There are still some, you'll see it in the map, particularly when I'm zooming around the map, that it does jump around a lot. It does lag a little bit. So hopefully that's something that'll be addressed in the future as well, along with everything else that I need. I'm rather needy. So my goal here now, when I had run by this earlier off camera, I noticed that they were +2s. And from what I understand, the number after the name, and oh, this guy dropped a extraordinary, what is that? Cotton chest? But it's for a rogue, unfortunately. Well, that kind of sucks. When I ran by this, I noticed that they were +2s. From what I understand, +2 does not, the plus number after the name does not necessarily indicate how difficult they are. The color really indicates how difficult they are. It more indicates what kind of loot they have. The higher the plus number, the more likelihood you'll get really good loot. So my goal really is to loot as much as possible before heading out to the next biome. Biome, that is. Apologies on my voice here. Kind of losing it a little bit. Alright, what do we have around here now? Silk boots, but I can't use them, unfortunately. That's, again, the other problem I mentioned earlier, is that this area, for whatever reason, does not appear to be a good area for a ranger, because I cannot get very good, or really any drops for myself. There's a lot of guys. And 3 dogs. Oh, this is... wow. Okay. Just throw everything you got at me, guys. That's okay. But this is I'm sort of at that frustrating level here where I'm still not at what I would say I'm still not at the peak level, or I guess ideal level for this area, even though it's my starting area. So I'm still in that frustrating point here where I'm just dying quite often. And of course, every time I die, I get turned around because I don't know where the hell it spawned me at. So it seems like I'm going to have to draw the dogs out here and try to get rid of them. This is the point I was making earlier, is that these guys just run at you full speed, and then being a long-range guy, I just can't get away from them. I'm just going through health pots like there's no tomorrow here. Wow, this does not go well. You'll notice I just I used my special ability that I have now, which is a sort of a roundhouse kick, which has the potential to stun your opponents, which is nice. I mean, that definitely makes up for the fact that I can't go toe-to-toe with them. Got rid of one of the dogs here. Oh, the name of this game is going to be Persistence, I think, here. The other frustrating thing, just from a gameplay perspective, is when you die, all the enemies that you were fighting have their health restored immediately. I mean, to full immediately. Which is annoying, especially if you spawn close by, which you should, if that's the way this mechanic is supposed to work. However, it does appear that when you defeat one of the enemies, one of the mobs, they don't respawn, which is nice. So you can make progress. It's just very, well, I guess since tedious is the only adjective I seem to have in my vocabulary, it's very tedious. Let's see if I can maybe drop a bomb on these guys. This has the potential of ending really badly. Oh yeah, I forgot. Forgot to put the health potions on the hotbar. Let's see. I wonder if I can just. We'll see here. Sort of wondering if I can open one of those windows and just bypass everything. Oh, you see all that, the lag that I was alluding to earlier there. That's just started happening since the upgrade, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll get better as time goes on. We'll see. Come on, walk in front of me. There we go. Oh, yeah. Is this frustrating for you yet? Because it's frustrating for me. Just wondering. I feel like I need to just take something out right now just to feel better about myself. So this beetle is as good as anything. And so I'm hoping that the whole strategy of following the road to a new biome is one that pays off, because I assume that it will. And I'm going to reduce my render distance here a little bit. Maybe that's what's causing some of that jitteriness. But I'm assuming that following the road is a good strategy, that it will continue on to the next biome and will continue in the next biome and then take me to whatever the new biome's city hub is. I have no idea if that's true or not. I mean, I could just follow it all the way down and then it just ends at the river for all, or at the river, ends at the ocean for all I know. Let me try and see if I can. All I can do is examine it. I can't open the window. I can't break it. That would be pretty funny though if I could just sneak all the way through this whole place. I suppose I could if I was a rogue. I think the rogues have the stealth ability. I don't know how well it works. I don't know if you could actually sneak through an entire place with it or not. That might be a good test for anyone out there who plays a rogue. Although technically if I was playing a rogue I'd be wearing that damn legendary armor that I picked up. Or not legendary, but purple armor. Alright, let's see if I can. Let's try a different strategy here. Let's see if I can draw these dogs away and just take them out so they don't respawn and don't re-heal, I mean. Alright, come on. These guys are still catching up though. That's one down. Come on. Okay, that's two down. That at least gets rid of the dogs anyway. Let's see if I can avoid these guys a little bit. See if I can make them stop running after me. Oh, now I have gnolls after me. These bastards. My beef isn't with you. Rather low on life potions here too. Let's take these bastards out since they're blue. I might as well at least get some kind of experience out of it. This mage guy is driving me up the wall here. Sit down. Is the chicken going to help? Chicken's trying to help. go. One nice thing about these gnolls, though, is that they always seem to have a good loot drop rate. So I generally go after them whenever I see them anyway. But since these guys wanted to pick a fight, soft ice and linen gloves. Was that +1? If I'm well beyond that point. Alright, so did I pick up here? Do I have any? No. Thought maybe I had some extra water flasks around to make some health potions, but I don't. And I don't have any potions left. So I might as well do what any smart and good adventurer would do and just throw my body at these guys until they fall. Oh, and there's a herd of horses around here to try to troll me here. I'll be back, you guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll probably never remember where this is at when I need them, though. Yeah, just confirming that I have absolutely nothing. I have used everything that can be used. Should I pick a fight with these dwarves? Because I don't think I'm going to get any further with the palace right now. I really need to get equipment. They've got 2 mages. Interesting. Okay, yeah, this was not the smartest idea I've ever had. Run. These guys are going to get me. It doesn't really matter. Just see how far they'll chase me here, or how many circles they'll chase me in. Oh. Yep, they got me. That was almost a given. I did notice something on the ground though, so I'm trying to find out where I was at. Oh. Are these guys going to pick a fight with me again? Well, there's my answer. So I'm guessing I was down here somewhere. Where was that? Where was that loot that was dropped? Oh, was that it over there? Looks like it. Ah, got it. It was iron chest armor though. Can't use it. Alright, I've had about enough of these guys. I think I'm going to have to... I mean, this is pretty much a given here. I wonder if I can sleep before they come and get me. It would be a yes. Alright. I'm not going to be able to make any more progress with this palace here. So it looks to me like I'm just going to have to wander around and pick some fights here. Alright. Well, Remember I was telling you about all that lost footage? Let's make some new footage. I am... Some new lost footage, maybe? I don't know. I am back at Sanker Canyon here. Or very, very close to it anyway. You just pick up some of this ore here. I don't even know if I can pick it up. Yep. And I noticed that it is now a white area, whereas it was blue before. So apparently I've leveled to a point where I'm actually starting to come in line with some of these areas here. But I assume, yeah, there's a +1 dwarf there. So yeah, there's still +1, which is good. And man, I am a bad shot from far away. So I'm hoping I can still get some good drops from them. And I think I'll pick a fight with this undead, this blue undead guy here. This blue deadhead. Looks like he's a ranger too, so that might be a good thing. Come on. Excuse me. Come on. There we go. Eh, he didn't have much on him. I have to get rid of these mushroom spit things because they are so freaking slow that it's driving me nuts every time I use one. I'm trying to get rid of them and so I don't make any more. Sort of wondering. I'm wondering whether the boss is still around here. The area doesn't have the cross swords on it anymore, which I discovered changes whenever you sleep at an inn. So those quests are basically regenerate every day, and then they change whenever you know, if you didn't, even if you didn't complete them, they change. So this area doesn't have a quest marker on it anymore, but I imagine there's probably still a boss here. This would be rather interesting to have a rematch here, especially now that I'm a higher level. Got it. I believe I've completely upgraded this bow as well. Or, yeah, this crossbow, I should say. I guess that's the other thing, too, is I haven't really gotten that many crossbows as drops. And the store doesn't even sell any that I care about. I mean, it sells the basic, you know, level 1 stuff, but doesn't sell any of the really good crossbows. You pretty much have to craft them, and I haven't been getting any recipes for them either, so I don't know what's going on there. I did notice, though, when I got to level 9 that I suddenly had the ability to craft one. I'm not sure how that works. Still learning this. Alright, I get it. Can I, yeah. I wish there was a way to sort of cancel it like you can with a health potion. I mean, even if you do end up wasting it, I'd rather waste it than just be sitting there idle for all that time. Oh, yeah. As I was just saying, I'd like there to be a way to cancel that. Oh, these guys are so annoying. There we go. I like sitting and waiting so much, I'm gonna sit and wait again. I it is a good. I mean, it restores a lot of health, but it's far too slow. I think another little tweak I think could be used there. Well, so far these guys aren't really giving me any drops to write home about here. Then again, I guess because it is a white area now, I suppose any drops I do get will be ones that I don't really need. The whole risk-reward mechanic. Oh jeez, raccoon. This was not your fight, raccoon. Alright, let's get a look around here. Oh, there's another one there. Take this bastard out before he starts something. There we go. Did he drop a... Yeah, wood bow. Yeah, plus 17. Which is below, I think, the power level that I'm at, so... That pretty much confirms it. I don't know what it is, but are they friendly witches? No, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it seems like maybe it's just my memory, but it seems like there aren't as many dwarves around here as there were when there was a quest here. I don't know if that's an actual thing or if I'm just old and my memory is terrible. Or both. Alright. There we go. We're almost to level 10. 20 points away. I don't think one more level is going to be enough to take on that palace, though. I feel like I need to get a couple more levels. Possibly 5. I mean, it was blue, which, if my understanding is correct, oh, there was a bed right there, and I could have stopped wasting a health potion. Oh well. It's my understanding that blue is just 1 or 2 levels ahead of you. So, but from what I've seen, it seems to be even more than that. I wonder if I can... Okay, these are friendly witches. Let's draw these guys over here. Ah, thank you, ladies. I'll take the drop. We'll just get our health back up here. I see a guy over here. Hey, buddy. Oh, what? Okay, this is not working out. But I am making some beautiful music. Bong, 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 bong. Alright, so, see, I damaged him then. Alright, you're gonna make me jump over there after you, aren't you? Yep. Oh, hey. Sorry. Come back. I'm not finished with you yet. Didn't mean to kick you off the mountain. Oh, there he is. Hurry up, I ain't got all day. Alright, where to now? Definitely not where that guy's going. I'm guessing I'm going to have to get down into the valley here a little bit deeper if I want to find that boss. I don't even know. I don't even remember where he was at or if I came in at the same angle. But definitely need to get down here, I'd say. Hey. Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey. Over here. Ow. Alright, what are we? We're up to 330, huh? Out of 335. We're almost there. This kinda looks familiar. I don't really remember it from this direction anyway. Oh. Oh, there we go. There's the boss. Of course he's got somebody next to him. I wonder if I can just pull this one guy here. Nope. Pull them both. Let's at least take this guy out here. I feel like I'm not in a good position right now. You guys just keep advancing here. Yeah. Well, that went about as well as I thought it would go. Now, where the hell am I at? I'm all turned around here. Yeah, I guess it's this way. I have to be persistent. I have to do this. I need to beat one of these bosses. I'm tired of being defeated. This whole episode just me being defeated. It's time to take this guy out. Even if it takes me all frickin' night.